Hello, gamers. We're back yet again. It's been a minute, man. Let's give it a try. I had a lot of fun on the last couple Vanessa runs, focusing on burn, focusing on lighter, focusing on weather glass. But let's run the pig back a little bit. I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable with the pig. I feel way more comfortable if I start with beast, dog, longbow, regal blade. Oh, would you look at that? A Jabalian longbow. I might be the biggest hater of fixer-upper on the planet, but it is great econ. It's undeniable, but starting with the longbow appeals to me mightily. Now, I'm gonna focus on XP to start with, man. And cooldown reduction. But I think if I can get level 2 before the first day's fight, and maybe get some sharpening stones or something, or just anything that improves the Jabalian longbow. I mean, they're in a world of hurt. I mean, the Kyver drone learned the old-fashioned way, man. You don't want to mess with a pig with the Jabalian longbow. You're going to find yourself in a world of hurt. Now, that's not ideal. That's okay. We have to take you because I want the XP. Now you... Oh, if I could get some haste, I'd be loving every minute of it, Jerry. I'd be loving every minute. Okay, cooldown reduction.
Now that's a bargain.
Regen.
Warms my rusty circuits to see
Buffing damage. You don't really apply. Buffing damage, you do apply.
that's been sitting there.
I'm going to leave a proboscis in here because they kind of work together. Not a ton, to be fair, but they do work together a little bit. Like, oh, and that's right, 2 sharpening stones, man. I mean, income is also great. And even the max health, for 5 gold, that might be kind of huge right now, but I think we need the... Focus the damage on the multicaster. Scuffed Zac. I don't know. We have a very slow, but it comes with some lifesteal, and Jabalian Longbow's doing a lot of damage. Like, we clear him. I'm sorry, we clear you? Also, my cooldown is probably 3% lower, man. 8 seconds? 7.8 seconds laughs. It laughs at your 8.0 seconds. That's gotta sting, man. I'm just being a jerk, I apologize, but... Now, I am wondering if, like, there's a proboscis build in here. I've seen proboscis builds. Every time you slow deal damage, then you pump the sharpening stones into the proboscis. I'm just not sure I'm the type of pig player that should be focusing on that right now. I think I should be focusing on, you know, dancing with the one that brought us for the moment. Dude, a covetous thief. Another opportunity to get the shadow cloak. Potentially the best item in the game. Now, I say that having not done any research, but every time I get it, I'm thrilled to have it. Consider yourself slowed and your life stolen. I think this is a great start. I mean, it's the antithesis of our last Vanessa start. We have, like, some momentum and some upward trajectory early. Now, we don't have a good Cinder receiver, though. Okay. I'm not a big grindstone guy, to be honest with you, but I think we'd be silly not to try to ride what we got here. Now, this is a very bold play, to put it mildly. I feel like we're probably in kind of tight against eccentric ether, right? But we will burn down their shield, so their force field shouldn't do all that much. And then we hit them with a nice little slow. We got regen. I mean, it's looking bad. Let's be real. The timing of that, I have issues with the timing on that one. I think they screwed me a little bit on the timing. Can I get a nice hit here? Like a crazy hit? Okay, you got me, and you deserve to get me. But I'm... You take risks to get force multiplied ahead, okay? I can live with that. Get a weapon, get an economy item. Oh, I'm just worried we'd get like an axe, man. I don't want that. I'll just take like a basic... Okay. Humorous. How delightfully humorous. How about another weapon? There's some mediums I'd love to look for. I mean, I know I was talking about not wanting an axe, but I guess we broke even for no reason. What about a scaling Adelotl?
Go make some more stories. Then come back.
Adelotl is part of like the medium build. You need to get a crook from either a tool shop or a medium shop or a non-weapon shop or the zookeeper. I just never know how to feel going up against a dually, and I think that's very fair. It looks like they got a lot of burn. Burn that could be a problem for a fella such as myself, who likes to have more HP than you. It's quite a nasty, nasty run you got going there. No denying that. I mean, your weapons are hasted for 3 seconds at the start of the fight, and you froze my item 6 times, and it's day 2. So
Still lost?
I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm going risky, man. I could take out a Blood Reef Raider any day of the week and twice on Tuesday, okay? And you just gotta, don't cry yet. It's gonna start bad, but it's gonna get better. But it's gonna start a little rough. But then the slow is gonna take us to the moon, man. It's gonna slow their potion. That's meaningless for a fella such as myself. It's okay. This is what lifesteal was built for. You're not supposed to crit. That goes against my plan. You have a 70% crit chance. Oh my god, when did that happen? When did they add a 70% crit? Okay, we can't fight this guy. I've made a huge mistake. That's totally okay. I've been way too risky. I've thrown away like 2 possible income upgrades, thinking that we were something we're not. That stings. I'm just gonna take out the. I gotta take out the dabbling apprentice, man. I've lost all confidence in myself. At least they're optional challenges, but still. This all could have been avoided, by the way, if they just gave me the Shadow Cloak, but they never give you the Shadow Cloak anymore. For some reason, the Shadow Cloak, it just don't drop anymore. Nobody wants to talk about it. I've been inundating the subreddit. They don't want to face the truth. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out, dude. Why is the run bad? Because I know that it's not bad. Why is it bad?
Good to meet you.
Okay, lifting is very valuable though.
Destroyed many.
It's when you buy a weapon, right? Yeah, when you buy a weapon. So let's buy and buy and sell and sell. Now, as much like wasted potential as there is in this run so far, and there's like a lot, we're far from cooked. And I truly believe that. This looks bad. And honestly, we deserve to lose for a little bit, because I threw away 2 nodes worth of reward, which is pretty terrible. And we're not going to beat well, I was going to say we're not going to beat a Silver Lang Jean. That's probably true now that I look at it. Hold, hold. You're not gonna hold, man. You're not gonna hold. Okay, this is. Wait. We held briefly, only to lose to a piranha. Like a second before things were gonna fire. Okay. It's not all scuffed, man. I know this has been a colossal failure here, but just relax. Lifting is now twice as good. That's actually really nice. Let's be smart, man. We don't want to go risky. I'll settle for 2 gold and an XP. I'm a different kind of guy. And then we fight the Outlands Dervish. You know why? He has a very high chance to drop a weapon. Now, you still might have an issue with the Grindstone buff and the Addle-Addle. And you know what? I need to see like the linear algebra equation to make sense of it. You may be right, is what I'm trying to say. But we're buffing damage on everybody thanks to gold lifting. That's important. We're gonna actually get a reward here, which is kind of crazy. That's something I haven't experienced in 2 days. You're not a weapon, and the whole reason we fought you was to get a weapon, but I'm not gonna cry. But we're going for weapons. Huge.
Use it well. Make me proud.
Huge. You know what? A Jabalian Longbow, welcome to the squad. I want to buy a double whammy just to have it in my inventory, because I think it can make a big difference later. Love to see the Addle-Addle, man. It's starting to pop a little bit. It's got a long way to go, but it's starting to pop. What do you got for me? Get 2 sharpening stones. Gain 80 max health, 5 spare change. I think we want sharpening stones, and I'm a believer that it'll behoove us to get this Addle-Addle off the ground, man. And you know what? Why don't you go back to the Jabalian Longbow for the moment. Sells tools. 500 shield. I think we're gonna need 500 shield, man. We're probably gonna lose. It's a dually named Dirty McNasty. I want to cry. I think that we had such like a gift of a start that we threw trying to double down again and again and again and again and again. But it's, you know what? Part of the game is also seeing how you might try to get yourself out of a situation like that. And this actually, like, it kind of looks good. Am I insane to say that? Yep, because we are going to die 1 second before we get to attack. We're also gonna want to restart the game because we're experiencing the memory leak, so I'll be right back. Alright gamers, we have returned. I was gonna say in case you missed it, but you should have missed nothing. Also, I froze for a second there, I apologize. But either way, I'm undergoing, at present, a crisis. The run is falling apart. My frame rate is locking me in place. The computer is not picking up the capture. Pick up the capture, bro. It's Christmas. What do you mean encoding overloaded? It's a cell phone game. We need weapons. Okay, so how do we get ourselves out of this? One bite at a time. We get two damage, two very, very expensive damage at a time. Now, there's an element to be made for the flail, man. There is, because you're not very good. You know what? Sorry to the proboscis. I appreciate all the damage you've already gained. But we get it back anyway, now that I look at it. Okay. The Jabalian ores. Excuse G-chat message? It's getting crazy out there, folks. It's getting wild. Let's make sure we're leveling our max HP, because there may come a time... Excuse me. Okay, this is getting a little crazy. Let me see. If this is about Indiana Jones, I'm going to lose my mind. They've been talking about Indiana Jones for like a week. Not about Indiana Jones. It's okay. We can do this, man. We can pull this. We can get 4 wins on this. I wouldn't insult you by suggesting the 10 pieces inbound. The pig does. If pig survives later, you got some hope and you got some chances, okay? Now, we gotta beat the preening duelist first. And it's looking pretty good. I gotta say, it's looking pretty good. Okay. We need to get Sharpening Stone out of there. We need Crook. Crook is what we need. I really don't think it's you. Medium and large items. That's important to a fella like me because we're going to level up anyway. Beast of Burden is too late. But it is a weapon, but it's kind of... It's an expensive purchase right now. You're a weapon. He's gonna be a business tree, people. That's the long and the short of it. Is he's gonna be a business tree. I'm gonna make a play here, okay? I'm gonna sell the grindstone. I'm gonna buy ship in a bottle. And long-term max health is very important, but in the short term, maybe getting some extra damage is relevant for a fellow like me. Feel like shipping a... I mean, it's bronze ship in a bottle. That's not crazy. Can I get some support on Adel? Adelotle's starting to get there. I'll pay the 5 to buff Adelotl a little more. I'm telling you, man, if we can get a crook out here, it's... the world is gonna bow down to us, maybe. We have scaling in the form of the Lumbors, but a crook is going to take this to the next level. All I need to do is see the Zookeeper, and then after I finish that much-vaunted Kevin James film, we could talk about how we're going to get a crook in the game. The older edit switcheroo. Hey, they got like the same run as me, except I'm taking a lot of damage, and they seem to be taking disproportionately little. So that really rubs me the wrong way. That's the sort of thing that I take offense to that. I mean, the Bazaar is a momentum-driven game, and we squandered a lot of early momentum. So we got a hole to dig ourselves out of, but it's not over, man. When you use a tool, heal 5. Your weapons have plus damage equal to your income. It's something. I'll take a property. When you buy this, gain 1 income. I don't know, y'all. I'm looking at the 10 damage that this is doing here, and I'm saying to myself, we might be in tight. But you know what? We're probably going to level up once more before the next fight. We're on 6 prestige. Hey, the worst thing they could do is put me on lethal. You give a fella like me an enchantment, and, I mean, it's over for you. That's all I need to say. Huge win. Chris Paul hits huge 3 to cut lead to 42.
Not all Jabalians are
And that's the thing, is that a lot of people, like, at first blush, they think that all Jabalians are pacifists, which is, it's that kind of stigma that me and the other Jabalians, we've been fighting against for a long time. But I appreciate that a game has come along to really, I mean, to really bring it home. Now, are you ready? You do 300 damage in 12 seconds. 40 damage a second. No, your math is way off. It's like 25 damage a second. You're doing like 50. You're doing like 25 but buffing. You're not even doing that much. You're, well, because you do 120, it's like 20 a second. You're doing like 20 a second. Okay, good to know. He's just studying it. You know how dogs is and all that. Give me the gold for now. Make the best of a bad situation. Give me a weapon. And then we got another Vanessa. I mean, you're just not very good. I think we stick with what we've got for now, but the time is rapidly approaching where you put the double whammy in. If we could just stack max HP like crazy. I mean, we made a lot of mistakes on this run. I'm like that Sufjan Stevens guy in his song Chicago. Can't remember what album that's on. It must be Michigan. The Geography Enjoyer. Okay, we scale. You poison. Do you also scale? You don't really scale. You do kind of irritate me. You're kind of irritating me. That's for darn sure. But you don't do any damage. Is that how we found ourselves in this position? Neither of us do enough damage to actually cause any threat? I've never been more thankful to have the Jabalian Longboars, man. Okay, we live another day. That's good. It helps pad out the video runtime, and it gives us a chance to dig ourselves out of the hole we've found ourselves in, which is, I'm very appreciative of that. Gumballs. Trying to think about how much we respect gumballs. We respect damage, man. We'd like to have a non-zero crit chance, and I mean, yellow gumballs are not what we're looking for, but at least there is some payoff for them. We really, okay, that's a huge day. Like, just the blue gumballs alone that's a really nice pickup. 4% isn't a ton, but 4% on everything. No damage is kind of wild. Any chance you got a crook? You're gonna scale pretty quick, man, because we're buying and selling weapons like crazy. I gotta feel like it's late to go in on a scaler, but you're already doing like 20 damage a second. You've only existed on this planet for like a minute. God, it would be crazy to get the lifesteal skill. The one that gives all weapons lifesteal. That would hit the spot, man. Just one hit gives us the multicast, right? The multicast on the Jabalian Longbow. With its much vaunted 5% crit chance. We still want a crook. If we can get a crook, you can pull the Lumbors, because we won't need the scaling. We'll have, like, front-loaded damage. Tool shops, medium shops, weapon shops. When you crit, haste an item for a second. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Our crit chance is not incredible right now, but still. And you're... Let's think about it. 200 health. 200 health is pretty good. 2 income's good, but we're at the point we need to start harvesting, man. Just random items I can't. You're now doing like 40 damage a second. You clear the flail. Do you clear flail and lumbors? I don't know.
Good meat.
Oh, small weapon, you shield. Your medium weapons do +6 damage. That's like surprisingly effective. Sorry, big boy. What a name, dude. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let it fly with what I got again, and I think that this, just looking at their stats, this bodes poorly for me. I really feel like the double whammy, it's not like the later you wait to put it in, the better it does, but there's no rush on it, except for the fact that we're about to be on lethal. Like, obviously on lethal. We got huge problems, man. We got huge problems. Our run doesn't do anything. Our damage isn't that spectacular. Nothing attacks fast. We have skills that don't do anything. Enchanted item with heal effects. This is the worst thing ever, man. I'm just putting it on lowest cooldown. But okay. Maybe there's a way, man. 15 gold. Medium items.
If I don't have what you need,
No
I'll help
crook.
you find who does.
No crook. Perhaps a reroll at a lottle. Okay, hang on. How much? What's your cooldown's 3.3 seconds now? You're starting to do something interesting. I'm gonna take a chance. Enter the Thieves Guild, man. Fight Mr. Moo. I've been told that that's a gimme for a fella like me, right?
Say cow again.
Holy cow. I mean, I didn't mean that, but he's gonna start blasting, right? Or do my weapons do anything? Is that something that I can I negotiate? Maybe that like we get to actually hit you. We're gonna lose, man. We're gonna lose to Mr. Moo. And I was told he was a gimme. Please hit him harder. Yes! I don't even know if you have anything I care about, but
It's all
okay.
about motivation.
When you use an
gotta know
adjacent
what
item,
you're
burn
fighting
too. I see what you're thinking, and I'm possibly thinking the same thing. If you're thinking the same thing as me. Which is, you put this next to this, but do we care about burning too every 2.4 seconds? No, that's horrible. But if we can put it in between two Adelotls, then who frickin' knows, man? I don't think we're getting to our third win. I think we're stuck here, and here we will remain. I'm not trying to be a downer. I just don't see it, man. We don't have enough shops left to make up the gulf. I mean, I'm running silver lumbors on the squad. You don't see that. When you see that on a pig's board, you don't get too scared. I don't think you get too scared of the restorative Adelotl either.
You stop me.
Okay, what are we gonna do? With 27 gold, is a weapon skill gonna save us, or is any item in the bazaar? I mean, we gotta take a Hail Mary, man.
Waiting for us in the ground.
Cute. Cute. That's very cute. That's obviously useless. I mean, we could buy a weapon for 2 damage on everything, but reducing cooldowns by 4% doesn't seem like the type of thing we're looking for. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, it's a crazy purchase. Like, crazy bad, but here we go, brother. We're going all in on this Adelotl. It's gonna have like a 1.5 second cooldown against a pig that has not been bodied too much. 6 seconds, okay, so you're out. You're in, because you have to be. And then you go every 6 seconds 3 times for sure. Okay, I don't expect the burn to be very meaningful here. I think we're cooked, and I think you should be disappointed. I think I put down a poor performance in this video. Now, at the end of the day, it is, you know, a video game, but still, it's I would rather do well than do badly, but it's not always in the cards for a fella like me. Yeah, we're cooked, I'm afraid. Here it comes. I was gonna say we did what we could. We kind of tried to recover, but we just never really got there. But for now, sorry for the shorter video. We're away. So I gotta take what I could get. You can just leave. Goodbye. I'm sorry.